Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I'm Hasham. Now in this video I'm going to explain you about rent free accommodation. This is one of the perquisite which is taxable for all the employees. Previous video I have explained you about the meaning of the term perquisite and what are the different types of perquisite. Perquisite is any benefit or facility which is provided by the employer to the employee or their family members, either in cash or in kind. Like for example, a car is provided by the employer to the employee for their personal use. Similarly, rent-free accommodation is given. Similarly, a number of assets which are provided by the employer to the employee free of cost. So these are the benefits which are given. The Income Tax Act says perquisite is also taxable. How to calculate the value of the perquisite? Income tax rules are given. By following those rules, we can calculate the value of the perquisite. The first perquisite, which is very important from examination point of view, is rent-free accommodation. The many a times, the employer will give a house, that means to the employee without charging any rent. Without charging any rent, a flat or a house is given by the employer to the employee for residence. It is a perquisite which is taxable in the hands of all employees. So how to calculate the value of rent-free accommodation in this video I am going to explain. So watch the video from beginning till end. Then only you can be able to get the complete command on this topic on the subject of income tax. So many provisions are there. And I suggest you always keep a notebook, calculator, pen ready. While watching the video, immediately you should note down the provisions. Otherwise, there are chances that you may forget the provisions. It's very vast subject. Now, here income tax assessment year 25-26. So rent-free accommodation, simply we can call it as RFA. Right? Now, what is the meaning of this rent-free accommodation? If the employer provides a house or a flat to an employee for his residential purpose without charging or collecting nominal or part of the rent, then it is perquisite taxable to all employees. First definition I have given. What do you mean by rent-free accommodation? It is a house or flat which is given by the employer to the employee for residential purpose without charging any rent or simply charging a nominal rent. It is a perquisite which is taxable in the hands of all employees. Secondly, the term accommodation includes a house, flat, farmhouse, accommodation in a hotel, motel, service apartment or guest house, etc. The Income Tax Act has given the meaning of the term house. House includes what are the items. Then for valuation of perquisites, the accommodation is of two types. So we have to classify the accommodation into two categories. The first category is unfurnished accommodation. Unfurnished accommodation. Unfurnished means without any furniture. No furniture, no household items are there in the house. It's a bare house. That is called unfurnished. Second type is furnished accommodation, providing furniture. That means employer has given a house in which all the complete furniture is already there. It is called furnished house. So we have two categories, unfurnished house and furnished. The term furnished includes furniture, then television set or refrigerator or air conditioner or plant and equipment and any other household appliance. The Income Tax Act says that what do you mean by furnished house? A furnished house is that house in which all furniture, refrigerator, television set and all the household items are already there. Simply the employee has to go and live without purchasing anything. That is called furnished house. Now, note, any accommodation first has to be valued as unfurnished and then value of furniture will be added. So how to compute the value of rent-free accommodation? So Income Tax Act says first you treat the house as unfurnished and calculate the value of the unfurnished house. To that you add what is the cost of the furniture, right? Now valuation of furniture is explained as below. When furnishing are owned, now how to calculate the value of furnishing? So Income Tax Act says two conditions are given. If the furniture is owned by the employer, then 10% of the cost of the furniture we have to add. Suppose if the employer is not owning the furniture, employer has taken the furniture on rent, so whatever rental charges or hire charges paid by the employer, that will be added. तो अगर ओन फर्नीचर है तो 10% ऑफ कॉस्ट ऑफ फर्नीचर लेंगे, अगर किराया पर लेकर लाए सो हैं यानी रेंट बेसिस पर ले तो वॉट एवर रेंट और हायर चार्जेस पेड बाय द एम्प्लॉयर दैट विल बी एडेड टू द वैल्यू ऑफ अनफर्निश्ड हाउस, देन विल गेट फर्निश्ड हाउस. So when the furnishing are hired by the employer, actual hire charges paid or payable by the employer is the furniture. When the furniture are owned by the employer, then 10% of the original cost per annum. So 10% of the cost will be added. For the valuation of rent-free accommodation, Perquisite employees are classified into two categories. For calculating the value of rent-free accommodation RFA, Income Tax Act says we have classified the employees into two categories, that is government employee and non-government employee. Right? Provisions are different for both the employees. Now, first we'll study about government employees. Employees of central and state government, the value of Perquisite is determined as follows. Only central government employees and state government employees. Unfurnished accommodation, rent fixed by the government. Very important. Here you have to remember, because these provisions will apply in the main problem, income from salary. So you have to remember, if the employee is a government employee, the value of the accommodation is rent fixed by the government. Simple rule. Unfurnished accommodation, rent fixed by the government. Furnished accommodation, whatever rent fixed by the government, to this you add 10% on the cost of furniture provided or higher charges of the furniture. Suppose if the furniture is owned by the government, then 10% of the cost of furniture. If the government has taken the furniture on hire and given it to the employee, in that case whatever hire charges paid by the government will be added. So first you take value of unfurnished accommodation, to that you add. That's all. So these are the provisions regarding government employee. Very simple rule. Rent fixed by the government is the value of the Perquisite, right? Now non-government employee. Non-government employees or other employees we can say. Semi-government employees working in local authorities, foreign government, private sector and public sector are considered as other employees. Except central government and state government, all other employees will come under non-government employees, right? Now value of unfurnished accommodation. The value provided by the employer, the accommodation provided by the employer may be own accommodation or hired or rented accommodation. Again, when accommodation is given by the employer, sometimes accommodation is owned by the employer. That means for building house, it was owned by the employer. And sometimes the employer may take the accommodation on rent and give it the same to the employee free of rent. That means employer is taking the accommodation on rent and giving that accommodation to the employee rent free, right? So these two situations are there. So separate provisions are there. In every problem you have to see whether accommodation is owned by the employer or the accommodation is hired by the employer, because the rules are different. When accommodation is owned by the employer, then population as per 2011 census and value. That means it depends on the population. The value of Perquisite depends on the population of the area where the house is given. So up to 15 lakh. Employer has given a house in a locality, in a city where the population is to up to 15 lakh according to 2011 census. Then 5% of salary is the value of the Perquisite. तो अगर ये देखना है कि अगर ओन्ड हाउस है, एम्प्लॉयर का ओन्ड हाउस है, तो कौन सी सिटी में हाउस प्रोवाइड करे. अगर वो सिटी का पॉपुलेशन 15 लाख से कम अगर है तो 5% ऑफ सैलरी इज द वैल्यू ऑफ द Perquisite. That's it. If the population is more than 15 lakh but does not exceed 40 lakh, remember the rules. 15 लाख से ज्यादा पॉपुलेशन है लेकिन 40 लाख के कम है, then 10% of 7.5% of salary is the value of the perquisite. So अगर वो population 40 लाख से भी ज्यादा है, if the city population is, town population is more than 40 lakh, then 10% of salary. So 3 percentages you have to remember: 5%, 7.5%, 10%. 5% if the population of that city is up to 15 lakh is 5%. If the population is more than 15 lakh but up to 40 lakh, 7.5%. If the population is more than 40 lakh, 10%. This is the value of the perquisite if the accommodation is owned by the employer. Then secondly, when the accommodation is hired or not owned by the employer. कभी क्या होता है, एम्प्लॉयर का ओन accommodation नहीं है, बल्कि वो accommodation एम्प्लॉयर किराया पर लेकर एम्प्लॉय को दे रहा है. Taken an accommodation on rent and giving rent free to the employee. In that case, in all cities, the perquisite value is least of the following two amounts. Now we are not concerned about the population. For all cities, least of the following two is the value of the perquisite. Rent paid by the employer or 10% of salary. Rent paid by the employer or 10% of salary, whichever is least, that is the value of the perquisite. But salary, here it is given 10% of salary. So what do you mean by salary? Remember, the meaning of salary will change. When we calculate EA, entertainment allowance, salary means only basic. When we have calculated HRA exemption, salary means basic plus DA if it enters for retirement benefit, plus commission if it is based on fixed percentage on turnover. That is the definition of salary. But here in RFA, rent free accommodation, salary means, remember, basic plus bonus plus fees plus commission plus dearness pay. Dearness pay means dearness allowance which enters for retirement benefit. That dearness allowance which enters for retirement benefit is called DP, dearness pay. All taxable allowances except DA. All taxable allowances except DA, and DA will be included if it enters for retirement benefit. Any monetary payment made by the employer, any other monetary payment made by the employer other than perquisites, example leave encashment, gratuity received in service, etc. Then plus income tax or professional tax paid or reimbursed by the employer. So you have to remember the meaning of the term salary. Again I repeat, salary means basic plus bonus plus fees plus commission plus dearness pay plus all taxable allowances except DA. DA will be included if it enters for retirement benefit, plus any monetary payment made by the employer, plus income tax or profession tax paid or reimbursed by the employer. Like this, if you read out some 3-4 times, then definitely you can remember. If you commit any mistake in calculating salary, the whole calculations will go wrong and you may not get the marks. That's why. And my suggestion, immediately you note it down in your notebook. Write it down, the meaning of salary for the purpose of calculating RFA, rent free accommodation. That's all. So this is the meaning of the term salary. Now furnished accommodation. First of all, we have to calculate the value of unfurnished house. Then you have to calculate 10% of the cost of furniture if furniture is owned by the employer, or actual rent paid, actual hire charges paid by the employer, right? That will be added to unfurnished house to get the value of furnished. When the employer provides accommodation in a hotel, both the government and other employees, the value of the perquisite is least of the following three amounts. Sometimes the employer will provide the facility in a hotel. Accommodation is given in a hotel. Then the value of the perquisite is 24% of salary or actual charges paid or payable to hotel. How much charges the employer has paid to the hotel? 24% of salary or actual charges paid. This perquisite becomes tax-free to all employees on satisfying the following conditions. But accommodation given in a hotel is a tax-free perquisite if three conditions are satisfied. What are the three conditions? If the accommodation is provided in a hotel on transfer of employee from one place to another place. That means accommodation is given by the employer to the employee in a hotel only on account of transfer of the employee from one city to another city. For that purpose only, he was moved from one city to another city, staying in a hotel, tax-free perquisite. Secondly, such accommodation is provided for less than 15 days. If the accommodation is given for more than 15 days, it is taxable. If the accommodation is given for less than 15 days, it is tax-free. Such a hotel is not owned, is hired, not owned by the employer. The hotel in which the accommodation is given should not be owned by the employer, right? The value of the perquisite is the amount of concession given to an employer. Last thing is concession in rent of the accommodation. Sometimes the employer gives the accommodation to the employee not free of rent, but at concessional rent. Suppose employer has given a flat in an area. In that area, the rental value of the flat is, let it be 40,000 per month. But the employer is charging only 5,000 concessional rent. In that case, the employee is getting the benefit. If the employee have taken on rent from any other person, he would have to pay 40,000. But now employer has given the same flat and charging only 5,000. This is concessional rent. Income Tax Act says it is a taxable perquisite. So how to calculate the value of the perquisite? The value of the perquisite is the amount of concession given to the employee, which is calculated as follows. Concession in rent of accommodation, rent is equal to the value of rent-free accommodation. First, we treat that accommodation as rent-free, without any rent. We calculate what is the value of the perquisite. From that, we subtract actual rent paid by the employee. So first we calculate what is the value of rent-free accommodation. From that we subtract how much is the rent paid by the employee. Then we'll get the concession in rent. And that is the value of the perquisite. That's all. So these are the things in this video. I have explained you how to calculate the value of rent-free accommodation. In the next video, we'll start the problems on rent-free accommodation. And apart from that, these points will come in the main problems when we compute income from salary. So have a good practice. Watch the video twice, thrice. Then only you can be able to remember all the provisions, always. So if you are satisfied, give a like to the video, share my channel and subscribe. Give the comments. So inshallah, we'll start the problems on perquisite in the next video.